Hey guys, JR and Cody here with Extreme Outfitters. Today we're going to be going over the Fortis 33 from PSE. Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. What's up, everybody? It's Cody here, and we have a new video today, JR. What do we have?
So this is the Fortis 33 from PSE. So we got, there's going to be 3 different cam options. We only have 2 right now. So we got the EC2 cam, which is that brand new one, the S2, and then of course the probably ever popular E2 cam, I would say.
Yeah, E2 is very popular.
Let's hit it off with some of these specs real quick. So I've got the EC2 cam right here. The biggest thing with this one is we got a 7.125, so that's like a 7 1/8 inch brace height. The axle-to-axle length is 33 inches.
It's pretty generous.
Yes, very good. That's a really good, I think a really good setup right there.
Forgiving ideal bow, you know.
Yep. The ATA IBO speed, everybody wants to complain about that now, whatever, is 334 feet per second. And we are looking at 80, 85, 90% let off. We are shooting both of these at 85%.
Correct.
And draw lengths. This goes from 26 inches to 31.5.
That's a generous range right there. The beautiful thing that PSE's done is, you know, they came out with all these cams and they kind of virtually fit everybody. So, like, I mean, if we look at the S2, it goes from 26 to 30, that's 26.5 to 31.5. And I believe the E2 is somewhere around 28 to 32.
Yeah, it's
so it's
a bit higher.
It's for your longer draw length guys, you know. And that cam's going to be putting out a little bit of energy. The nice thing about the S2 is it caps off at 30 inches. So the S2, for the guys that want speed, this one's probably going to be a hard one to beat. It's rated for 340 feet a second. Brace height, we're looking at 6 3/4 inches, still 33 inches axle to axle. They got some new stuff though, man. Well, not necessarily new. They carried it over. We have the new EC2 system. So that's going to be going forward on all new Omens, all new Levitates.
Pretty much any bow I think coming out from PSE now is going to come with that.
The Dominators, the new shoot down too, the new target bow, the shoot down. That's the shoot down pro. That's going to be cool. So working our way down from there, you still have that super wide limb pocket that's known to be stable. A lot of bow companies and manufacturers are doing that now. Which makes it. I like to relate it to like a bipod. So the wider you get on that bipod, the more stable, you know, that bow's going to feel like. And they call that the full draw stability. You know, a little marketing term there, but we're just talking about a wider payout across the load. And, you know, the axles are actually better, I think, built on this in the sense of now you have a star bit system. You don't have to worry about C-clips. Praise God. We hate C-clips, man, or the E-clips, whatever people want to call them. But yeah, and then you still have the precision bus tune on all models, all the new Fortises, the 30s and the 33s. And then working down, we got something new on here, the front of the riser. We got a new pick system. So they've kind of, I'm not going to say piggybacked off Hoyt. Hoyt was the first one to introduce it though. So PSE's got some traction, and now they're running a Picatinny sight. And Dudley has shown that he is, I guess, kind of came out and had a design prior to, you know, the industry adopting it. So it's cool that he had like the insight and the hindsight to see, or I should say the hindsight to see, you know, how slim and mainframe you can make things. You know, taper it down.
And then going from there, so I'll kind of get some of the rest of it. On the back side, it's kind of hard to see right now because we have these whisker biscuits on here, but you can actually direct mount the QAD rest or even the new Epsilon. It's drilled and tapped right there as well, so you can put that core mounting system on there. Going down, we have the new grip, the Traxion grip. They made the frame a little bit narrower, it's a very comfortable feeling bow. A very comfortable feeling grip, and I do love how they still have that fullering on the front right here, so you can kind of rest your fingers in there when you're indexing it.
It's a good little cutout to have on a bow, I think. Something you to reference where your hands.
Very repeatable, I think.
Correct.
And then the newest thing I think is actually kind of cool is this kill shock dampener. We've seen videos of it working in slow-mo, and even just from us playing around with them,
I thought it was a gimmick, man. When I first was like, oh Lord, here we go. We're doing the cookie cutter stuff now. But no, this thing is legit.
It seems to really work, really good.
And slow-mo, that thing is moving, man. And I believe PSE's got some stabilizers there, marketing with the end of that on there, which I think they're going to be legit. We're actually waiting on some of those to come in, and it definitely does take a lot of that vibration out of the bow. It soaks it up. But other than that, the grip, like you talked about, is way better, way better. I mean, It feels very similar to the Hoyt, except it's not as round. The Hoyt's
Right.
very round, the X-Act grip that they've got, but a traction on grip, it's very square. It feels almost like a Target sensational grip is what I'll call it. And then right above it, I slipped my mind, we have dual burger buttons. I'm a big fan of that.
Yep.
You know, you can really lock a rest down in there, and you preached on the core interface from Hamskea. We love Hamskea.
Yeah, they're
Hamskea,
one of the best rests I think on the market.
I think the best rest on the market. And one of my favorite things is they've locked down the cable guard again. You know, so you're not going to have any play or anything like that.
You're right with that dog leg.
Correct, yeah, and it's a big deal, man. If that thing comes loose, the whole tune of your bow just changed in an instant.
Yep, absolutely.
I mean, that can be used to fix knock tears, you know, and through paper, left and right, sometimes up and down even. But being it's locked in, I like that. It makes it stable and makes it rigid. But other than that, man, we're gonna shoot these bows. I'm gonna shoot them at my traditional, 28-inch draw length, and you're gonna
Shoot at 30. Yep, shooting at 30.
Cool. And we have a couple different arrow weights. What do we got here, JR?
So we got this would be probably the heaviest one, 518, 444 right here, and then we got one that's right around 350. So
350, the IBO arrow. We
Kinda,
had
yeah.
some guys wanting some IBO speeds from this stuff. And on the tip of these arrows, man, going into it, we have some new points in here.
Oh yes.
These are slick.
Yeah, these are very slick.
These are the vampire slayers. That's what we're gonna call them.
Can't really see them probably right here, but we'll do some close-ups on them. They are wicked.
This is new from Easton. It's the match grade point. It's made from a stainless steel and it's nickel coated, and it's made to replicate a bullet,
Right.
the ballistic coefficient of an actual bullet. And I like them because you have your standard 5/16. They fit an arrow flush. It's going to make it easy to pull out of a target. But yeah, we figured we'd show these things off. Check them out at extremeoutfitters.com. We have tons of them in, and they're made in USA, man. It's a big deal.
100% made right here on soil.
Salt Lake City,
yeah, we'll
baby.
go over some more specs over on the range. I'll let you see a close-up on them and everything too. So we're gonna get ready to head over to the range. See you in a few minutes.
All right, guys, we're on the range now. We got the chronograph lit up, ready to rock. We're gonna check the poundage of this bow first. The limbs are just cranked down. We're gonna see what it's coming in at. Again, we have this at 85% let off. It's at 28 inches in draw length. And again, this is the S2 cam. So this is gonna be the more favorable cam for us short guys that, have that. I'd say probably 29 and under. That's gonna be a pretty good, cam for people to get. All right, guys. Oh, I went to the gym earlier today. I'm a little bit sore, so let's see where we're at. All right. 70.2, 11.6 holding, or 11.6 pounds for holding weight. Oh man. I need to hop back on my joint supplementation, man. My shoulders are getting a little rocky. All right, well, let's do that one last. Let's do the heavy arrow first. I think that's what we always do. All right, we have our arrow right here, weighs 518. This is a better look at that field point.
Oh yeah, let's get that. It's focusing on you.
There we go. That thing's slick, man. It looks good. Looks good. And to pair it with the rear with that DCA vein. All right, guys. I'm gonna stand about an arrow's length away. Draw cycle's pretty stiff on this, I'm not gonna lie. It's not bad, but it's just stiffer than what I'm used to. .260, man, that's pretty good. That's really good.
Yeah, that's not bad at all.
Wow, I'm kind of impressed. Now, is it worth the draw cycle, man? It's not a bad draw cycle. I don't know. I shot this bow earlier in the week at 80%, and I'll be honest with you, I didn't want anything to do with it at 80. And I shoot lower let-off bows as far as in the target realm, but it just shortens that valley up so much because you're kind of decreasing the draw length whenever you shorten the let-off post on these guys. So next, we have 444. Let's see if I can really get into it this time. Oh yeah, there we go. 281, that's respectable.
That's very good.
Yeah, buddy.
Our usual cameraman is
He's
not here
busy.
today, so we're taking everything over.
Yeah. Watch out, guys. All right, next we have the 350. This is just a basic zombie slayer we have here with some tape on the back of it. All right. Just that last little bit right there.
$3.15. That's
slow, man. It's pretty good. It's pretty good, man.
Hobby on that's what, $3.40?
$3.35 is what it would be put at if you do the whole, you know, 10 grains per inch or 10 feet per second per inch. And mind you, when you do have these bows at 90%, they are a little bit quicker, but I'll be honest with you, they are not fun. I'm not a fan of shooting anything at 90%. It dumps too hard into the valley. I feel like the whole world's shaking whenever it hits the wall. It's just, 85 is a sweet shooting rig. Next, we're gonna do the Fortis 33 with the E2 cam, the new E2 cam. So
That one's set up at 30.
oh, this is for long arms. Let me swap this over real quick.
We'll be right back, guys.
All right, guys, we're back with the 33 with the EC2 cam. I think I messed up earlier and I slipped and I said the E2. This is the EC2. The major differences we'll go ahead and point out. This cam is exactly the same as far as the original Evolve cam. It's just this has a wider payout and a pave load right here just to equate and handle those EZ220 shims that we see in there. Mainly because the limb pocket's wider, so they had to redesign it. It is now the Evolve Cam 2, but they are virtually identical. They feel the same to me. But let's see what we're pulling. This is supposed to be a 70-pound bow. Again, we have this at 28 inches. Double check everything. It's on 85%. Yes. Let's see what we get. Way easier draw cycle, come on. All right. It's weird, the valley feels a little bit different too. We're at 71.1 with a holding weight of 7.7 pounds. Which is strange because the last one was holding a couple pounds heavier. If you remember, it was holding like 11 and some change. So I'm going to take a turn out of this. All right.
I got the scale.
My man. Always load an arrow up, man, if you're going to draw your bow back. I can't believe the people we see drawing it back without an arrow, because you dry fire, man, that's a bad time. It's a bad time when for everybody. All right. Let's do it again, zero it out. Okay. 68.6. Let's add one turn to it, or half a turn, excuse me.
Yeah, speaking of that, last week I had a guy back in our tuning room. I was doing something with the bow and I had my back to him, and all of a sudden I turn around and he has the bow drawn without an arrow knocked at my back. I was like, what are you doing?
That is like flight or flight for me, man. That is like,
I was like, holy crap.
Dude, I'm gonna tell you what, man. Working on bows, you can get gun shy real quick. Real quick. I've had some, good gracious, I've had some moments. All right, let's see where we're at now. $69.6. I think that's as good as we're gonna get.
7.8.
7.8.
Let her rip, tater chip.
Let's let it rip. See what we're working with. Again, we got the 518. I think it shot 260
yes.
out of the other one. So 518. The draw cycle just feels very different. 253. Dude, that's worth it for the extra. I'll sacrifice 7 feet for a much easier draw cycle. That's wild. I mean, there's only 6 feet a second difference, which is, that's right. I mean, IBO, everything's keeping up, which is dope. All right, now we have the 444.
Look at that execution, that follow through.
Thank you, Joel Turner. We got 266. I'm not going to try and shatter these arrows. So. It's pretty good, man. It's not bad. Now we have the IBO arrow. So I think it's 315 on the S2 cam. So respectfully, should be hitting like maybe 308, 310 area. All right. .305, a little bit slower. 3 feet a second. That could be the chronograph. All right. Now we're going to offload these bows to JR. We're going to set them at 30 inches. We want to see what he gets out of them with his long arms. So, be right back. Give me one moment.
All right, guys, so now we are back. We have the Fortis 33 with that S2 cam. This is at 30 inches, 85%. I need to get the scale first. Let's see what we're pulling. Kind of rushing things, I guess.
So this cam's maxed out at your drawing.
Yes. And that feels not bad, surprisingly. Dude, that's 70 on the dot.
Let's get a load of this guy.
8.9 was the holding?
Yep, that's it.
That's just that initial pull. I mean, that felt pretty good.
I wonder if it's where it stacks at. You know, if
Yeah.
I'm getting a little bit worse of a draw cycle. It's not the draw cycle is not horrible for
Yeah.
me. It's just, it's not pleasant. Like, it's not something I want to shoot all the time.
Yeah, like that. I mean, it felt okay to me. Let's see what it feels like now. Yeah, I mean, I can pull that all day.
518.
518, I can pull that thing all day. .277.
That thing's booking, man.
That's pretty good. That's pretty damn good.
That's about.
I can't complain there at all.
That's about right.
All right.
That's moving, man.
Yeah.
What we got next? 444.
This is the 444.
Got the Total Archery shirt on. You going to the Total Archery Challenge again this year?
I'm trying to. I'm hoping to.
7 Springs, I take it?
Yes, sir.
Legit.
Yeah, do that.
Yeah, man, you yanked that thing back. I'm just getting weak.
297. Damn.
Wow.
And that arrow, I was watching that arrow fly good.
For that bow flex, you guys, making you strong, man.
Yeah.
You ripping back on some bows now.
Yeah. All right. Now we got the 350 on that S2, 85%. That one I kind of slacked up on. .333. Dude, that is freaking close.
That is gnarly, man.
That is close.
Maybe if I back.
Put that on 90%, it's probably right there.
I would say so. I'm kind of curious because, I mean, you think about it. You add that little bit of maybe 1/8 of an inch of drawing to it.
Yeah.
It's hitting IBO. Good on them, man. Good on
Yeah.
PSE. That's freaking sweet.
That's damn close.
What we
All right.
got next?
Now we got the EC2 cam on that Fortis 33. Same bow, different cam. Double check. D and D, 85. Let's get that heavy. Nope.
This bow's still pulling around that 66 pound or 69 pound range, you
Yeah,
think?
we'll see what it's pulling. We'll double check it. That one has noticeably less dump. I can tell that.
Yep.
It's pulling 71, 9.2. So let me take
Run
a
it.
half a turn.
Want to do half turn?
Yeah, I'll take half a turn out.
As you can see our range we have here, we got 30 yards indoor, around 12 lines or so. You can shoot at, so. If you're anywhere near Jacksonville, North Carolina, come by and shoot with us, man. We love company.
69.9, holding 8.9.
Let's focus that in. Dope. That's
Perfect.
cool, man. It's wild to see the holding weight differences. Mine was around that 7-pound range as yours, you know, in that 8-pound range. So it just shows the variance of going from.
It's getting maybe more efficient.
That's what I'm thinking. It's got to be.
I guess it could be. All right, 518, EC2, 70 pounds, 85%, Ultra U hinge, DCA vanes, Easton Axis long range. Got them sweet ass Easton match grade field points. Maybe it'll
Might be able
focus.
to see him. Let's see. No, it's not going to focus.
We suck at camera then.
We got to.
We'll get a better close up.
I'm scared to even know how much this camera costs. I'm holding.
I know. All right. God, yeah, that's just
That's butter, dude.
so smooth.
Guys, if you watch JR, watch how he moves this hinge.
267.
It's so slow, you can't really, you know, see the movement, which is good. That means he's not anticipating anything.
I'm just changing the pressure. That's all I do.
Yep.
I'm pulling back while changing the pressure from my pinky finger to my ring finger. Just letting
Good insight. Good insight.
it roll.
So we got 267 with the 518, as you can see right there.
Yeah. So, I mean, honestly, I'd be fine shooting that S2 cam.
Dude, you pull it back well, though, man. I mean,
Yeah.
that's good stuff.
I would like to try that E2 cam though.
I'm not even in the parameters of that.
Yeah, dude, this thing is just.
That thing's butter.
$290. So we're what? 7 feet difference?
Right around. That's what I was getting to on mine.
Yeah, things right on 7 feet.
Right around my draw length.
So then we should be probably about 328, 329,
I'll say
somewhere right around there.
maybe 7 feet a second slower, taking that 5% let off. You know.
Okay, 334. It'd be cool if it hit 330, but it's not going to.
Never say never.
Yep. Never. $322. Wow, that's slower than I thought.
So we got a variance of that. We're
Yeah,
seeing
that's-
about 12 feet.
Yeah,
Give it about
that's
5 feet for the
that one's a little bit higher on the.
incremental let off. So
Yeah.
other than that, we're going to go regroup behind the counter, give our final thoughts on these bows, and stay tuned. All right, everybody, we're back from the range. Here we're going to do a little recap. We're going to start with the S2 cam. We're going to work to the EC2 cam. JR, what was your first impressions on the S2?
I feel like we've done this before. I don't know. Have we done this before with the bows? I think we have.
Somewhat.
It's kind of funny.
Yeah.
I don't know. No, I really enjoyed it. I really didn't have much problem with it. I did notice, you know, I do like I'm getting a little bit more speed out of it.
Yeah.
Is it necessary? No, I don't chase speed per se. I mean, I do like to stay a certain weight and a certain speed, which I mean, I'd have to play around with that if I were to shoot it. Overall though, I mean, if it was noticeably a little bit stiffer than the EC2 cam, but not enough to
Warrant a difference.
yeah, for me as much.
I gotcha.
Overall, very enjoyable shooting bow. I know we touched on it before, that kill shot, it really does seem to work.
Yeah, indeed it does, man. It's not a gimmick. PSE actually has a really good video out on that, as far as you can see this thing being just rocking back and forth as the bows fire, which is really cool. I think the most noticeable difference, like we stated earlier, the grip, man. The grip, right off the get-go, as soon as you pick this thing up, you're gonna be like, oh, this is so much better than the bigger rubber grips they had. And I wasn't like necessarily against the big rubber grips because it was consistent and repeatable. These are just feel like, oh, this feels good. This feels like home. So I enjoyed that. As far as for me, the EC or the S2 cam was definitely a little bit rougher, you know, noticeably rougher for me as far as drawing it. Like I said, I'm not in the shooting shape right now. I gotta get my volume count up as far as arrows go. But other than that, man, I didn't feel any vibration in any of these bows. The noise, couldn't really tell a difference in noise. It didn't sound loud for being behind the bow. And I mean, other than that, good job on PSE. They actually hit close to IBO, especially with the S2 cam. This one right here, we're a couple feet per second off, which could be our chronograph, or, you know, I mean, just within 10 feet a second, that's good. That's not bad at all. But, and that's from basically what we're seeing from most bows out today, within 10 feet a second.
And with that one, I think we had to take more turns out of the limbs.
Yeah, we
to get
did.
it closer to 70.
We
So
did. Yep.
maybe that's playing with it too a little bit.
Could be. Yep.
We don't know.
Could be tolerances and stuff like that, but other than that, I mean, like I said, the grip probably the biggest improvement of the bows, and the new tuning system, the EC2 system. If you're not familiar with it, I think we've got a bunch of videos on it. Go check them out on our prior YouTube videos we filmed. But other than that, man, make sure you like and subscribe, and we got a bunch of stuff coming your way. So check us out on Instagram too. We're doing a bunch of stuff on Instagram.
TikTok, we're getting a lot of that going.
TikTok, I forgot about that.
We do have our outdoor 3D series that's starting up.
Yes.
This upcoming Saturday, February 11th. This should be up before then.
Yep.
Should be, fingers crossed, depending on whether we should be having our first event coming. We'll put a link down in the description for that whole series.
Especially if you're in the area, come on by.
Yep.
We have we got 20 brand new Delta ASA targets last year, and they're still like brand new. So I mean, they're literally the series targets they shoot on the Pro-Am courses. So they're very nice. But other than that, man, we have a ton of stuff coming your way. Make sure you like and subscribe, and we'll see you soon. Take care.